Hey y'all. Come on in, get these bowl of brown grits. It's your girl Brown Grits, aka Hepzibah. How y'all doing this terrific Thursday? I am doing well. I am so full. I had some delicious tacos, loaded tacos, and rice and beans, and y'all, I ate everything. And yeah, it was delicious. So I am here in Miami, Florida at Icon Cosmetics. I have a client that is having a lipo and tummy tuck. And so a part of my RN concierge business, I do aftercare for cosmetic surgery. So people who have Lipo 360, BBL, breast augmentation, facial reconstruction. Even though I haven't had any here from this Miami office, I've only done one facial reconstruction in LA. And yeah, breast augmentation, Lipo 360, tummy tuck, BBL, all of those things. Lipo to the arms, to the chin, yeah, thighs. You can get lipo just about anywhere. So that's what I do. And Dr. Yoon is the surgeon that refers me. So I did a client of his back in March. It was my first time ever doing it. Never sought out to do recovery or aftercare for cosmetic surgery. And a friend of mine / RN, she was having Lipo 360 with BBL, tummy tuck, and breast augmentation all at one. 57 years old. She asked me would I be her nurse because I had been the nurse for a client that flown out to LA, and she flew me out to LA to do her aftercare. She had a reconstructive surgery to the face. My daughter had breast augmentation. She had a breast lift after she had her children. She had very, very large breasts. My baby girl was like a G cup. And so I had done it informally for my baby almost 6 years ago. So some way, somehow, this is one of the opportunities that landed before me, that God placed me in, and I've been coming ever since. Dr. Yoon loved the results. He loved the way that I was caring for my girlfriend / client. I stayed here in Miami with her for 2 weeks, and he's been referring me ever since. So shout out to Dr. Yoon here at Icon Cosmetics in Miami. I appreciate you. I thank you and your staff for every referral. If you see this, I love doing it. I never thought it's something that I would do, the recovery care, and I appreciate you entrusting me. He knows, y'all, that I'm old school. He knows I've been an RN for 27 years, and that I'm gonna get you right. That he knows that I'm gonna be pay, you know, the first 24 to 36 hours, especially the first 12 to 24 hours, is so critical. That even if you need a nurse them first 12 to 24 hours, I'm just gonna tell you, even if you got your mom or your home girl or somebody, you really need somebody medical. And I'm not just saying that as a shameless plug for myself. I don't even advertise it. And he personally recommends me, but I don't personally advertise it because it's not the first thing that I would love to do, and I don't necessarily be happy that people want to get surgeries in the first place. So like I said, I found my way, stumbled my way upon this. I believe it's something God wanted me to do, and ever since I've been doing it, I feel totally different about cosmetic surgery. And now I feel like if you gonna have it, get your auntie happy to help you and do your recovery care, because I'm going to see about you, baby. Old school RN here. Assessment skills is on point, on fleek, okay? And yeah, I never had a patient go bad on me in a nursing home or hospital, and I don't plan on starting now with cosmetic surgery. So I appreciate the fact that he appreciates my skill set, my attention to detail, that I'm trustworthy. and I'm very, very grateful. And it gives me a chance to come to Miami. So I drive here from Tampa. It's about 4 hours. And yeah, so if the thing about it though, his referrals, they be like last minute. I guess people beat them. Some of the people be thinking grits ain't grocery, because he is not going to do any surgery if you don't have someone with you the first 12 to 24 hours, at least that. And some, depending on what he does, like this is my first lady that all she's having is a lipo tummy tuck. Usually it's a lipo tummy tuck or a lipo 360 with fat transfer, BBL. That at least, at very minimum, those two things. So but she's gonna come out with the drains, and that tummy tuck is pretty intense, so that's enough. But you have to know you gonna have to have aftercare, because most of the people he refers me to, I get the call like while they sitting in pre-op. They done flew in from California, from New York, South Carolina, all over the country, you know, Texas, whatever, and they calling me at the last minute. So thankfully, with me being an entrepreneur and having my own business, I have some flexibility. But now that I have those 3 contracts that I treat like a for real job, one of the contracts, the HIV clinic, I have to be on site every Wednesday. So this month of August, I have missed 3. I have missed 3 calls, and I got a call yesterday from this client, which was on Wednesday, having her surgery today. So if you want to book me ahead of time, and if he books you for a Wednesday surgery, if I know significantly ahead of time, that's fine. But the more notice I have, the better. Most of the referrals I get for him, they be last minute. Well, all of them, they be last minute. Okay. And because of people who didn't make arrangements ahead of time. So I would love to do it. I take care of all your ADL care. I cook your meals, or secure your meals. I don't, and my fee is great. I'm not charging you out the wazoo like these recovery care clinics, aftercare clinics here. So I am mobile, and I do stay with you. So if you book an Airbnb, if you book a hotel, whatever you book, I stay where you are. And yeah, so get at me, you know, DM me. You can text me, Aftercare 229-886-3131. Text Aftercare to 229-886-3131. And yeah, book me. I'll come to Miami if I know ahead of time. Yep, most of the time he's gonna want you to have at least 24 hour, one day. Some people he want them to have up to 3 days, depending on, like I said, how extensive the surgery you have it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm excited about my life, y'all. I'm so excited, and it's a change of pace coming and doing the aftercare for these ladies. It's such an honor and a privilege for them to even trust me. You know, they be worried, they be scared, they be nervous, and I'm very good at putting patients at ease, and the process is easy and with me. And so I love it. I'm sitting out here in the parking lot. I took a little cat nap a few minutes ago. I was watching the YouTube video, and it ended up watching me. And so I'm sitting out here now outside of Icon. I don't want to go back to the motel. I went to go have lunch, and then I gassed up at Sam's so I could get some Sam's gas. And yeah, so I can just, because I'm leaving first thing in the morning. And that'll be her 24 hours. She's such a sweet lady. Such a sweet lady. I have the most amazing clients. So some things I can say when you get the BBL, the tummy tuck, but it's like, okay, let me say it like with the BBL, like you will not be able to sit on your bottom. Some things you need to consider. You will not be able to sit on your bottom for quite some time, because you're already going to lose so many of the fat cells. So you sitting on it will lose more. So you got to be prepared to be uncomfortable for at least about probably 6 weeks or maybe longer, like in months when it comes to the faja and different things like that. Make sure you know that you need low to no sodium. I see these, especially when the ladies go to, if they don't go to, the good thing about a recovery care center is they're going to prepare your meals. A lot of young ladies come here and they order like Uber Eats or DoorDash, where you know if you order in, the food is going to be loaded with sodium, and that's not going to be helpful for your recovery. I've seen a lot of stuff go on, and I understand why people have bad results. I understand why people die. I understand. That's why I say, if you don't do nothing but get you a nurse the first 12 to 24 hours, it'll be worth it. Because if you throw a blood clot to your lungs or whatever, you need somebody that know what it is, that spot it, and can activate EMS in a matter of seconds of it happening, to increase your chance of survival. Because those are things that are almost life-threatening, like death is almost imminent. It's hard when you see, I mean, we used to have people throw clots before us, go to their lungs, pulmonary embolus in their lungs in the hospital. We was in the hospital and they still didn't make it, because it goes to the lungs. So it really just depends on your luck of the draw, whether or not you survive it, and I guess where it goes in the lungs and how big it is, or if it's multiple, if you have more than one. But yeah, I just wouldn't do it. It's just such a great risk. The dehydration is such a great risk because you're sedated when you first come out. That's the thing that it took me some getting used to. Like, this ain't the hospital, okay? So these are not insurance covered. Most people, I'm sure there are some people that insurance is going to cover the cosmetic surgery for different reasons. But for the most part, it's not insurance. So you don't have what you would have if you were in a hospital in these surgical suites. So you guys just please do your research on the surgeons. One of the things I love about Dr. Yoon, what I've learned through, I don't know him personally. Like I said, I get all the referrals from the results he see with the clients that he send my way. And so, but one of the things I love about him, he's not finna give you a caricature effect body. He give you a natural body, what would look good on you. And that's one of the things I love about him. The ladies, when I see them come out, they have great results. They look, even though they're still swollen, but I can tell that once the swelling goes down and everything, and they do everything he said, they're gonna look amazing. But they're gonna look natural. And like because he look at your whole body. He don't just and I'm telling you what his clients, patients have told me. He looks at your whole body. He look at your legs. If you got little itty bitty legs, you're not finna get no badunkadunk back there, because it's not gonna look natural. So that's one of the things that I love about him. Y'all just do if you got any questions, put them in the comments. You can email me as well at ladyoffaith@loft wellness. That's ladyoffaith@lofwellness.com. You can text me Aftercare or BBL or Lipo 360. Text me if I'll know you want to talk about reconstructive surgery, and we can set aside a time to do a consultation just so you can ask me any questions and I can tell you different things I see. But your Aftercare, make sure you take those antibiotics every 12 hours on the dot. Like, set your alarm, set your clock. Make sure you hydrate properly. Make sure you eat low sodium diet. Make sure you're walking. Make sure you're walking 4 or 5 times a day, if not more. They tell you like every 15 minutes. The office, I believe that's about how much they said, while awake. Be prepared that you're not gonna sleep well. Don't buy all this stuff that they be selling on TikTok talking about you can get a good sleep. You're not getting a good sleep if you get a BBL. You're not getting a good sleep if you get a tummy tuck. You're not really gonna get a good sleep if you have a breast augmentation, and you sure ain't gonna get a good night's sleep if you have all 3. So forget a good night's sleep for a couple of months at least. You got to pay to play, babies. You got to pay to play. So don't be looking for no comfort. Make sure that you do exactly what that surgeon say. Okay? Make sure you do exactly what that surgeons tell you to do. They're telling you that for a reason. You might not understand it all. Like with Dr. Yoon, you going to have those 2 bottles of Pedialyte. Not equate electrolyte. He wants you to have Pedialyte. Now, he can't make you drink the Pedialyte. I'm just telling you. But he has a rhyme or reason for everything that he does. So do what your surgeon says. Do your research. People just look at the results of the bodies, but they don't do the research of all that is involved so that you can survive and make sure you have great results. You got to drink water. I think the arnica tea and the pineapple tea is a very good deal. Okay, I think that it helps with this. I know it helps with the swelling, especially the pineapple tea and the arnica tea too. Both of them. I've seen the difference with it. At first I thought it was just a marketing gimmick, but that pineapple, that arnica tea is great. What else I would say? Eat well before your surgery. Don't go into the surgery swollen. Like, eat well and start working out. If you saving a year for the surgery, start working out, getting your body together, because you're never gonna get over. You cannot out surgery, out peel, out patch, whatever your mitigation is for what you got going on. You cannot outrun a good diet, managing stress, good sleep, and hydration, and exercise. You're not gonna ever get away from that. So I see a lot of women that get the surgery, but they still don't look good because they're not toned. The surgery not gonna tone your muscles. So and then to maintain the surgery over time, your body's still gonna age. It's still gonna. I've seen everything. Okay, I can tell you that's your body. That stuff move, it shift around. So we used to have a patient in a nursing home, and it wasn't no need in her getting her breast augmentation adjusted, but she had breast implants. Now the woman in the nursing home with Alzheimer's and dementia and different things like that, so she doesn't even know nothing that she had implants. But when we used to bathe her, we were just in awe that she had the breast implant. The breast implants were still where the surgeon put them, but her breast skin was down here. Now of course, if she was in her right mind, I'm sure she would have had that skin adjusted every 5 to 10 years or so as she was aging. But just that let me know, that taught me right there, and that's been years ago. That probably been 20 years ago, 15 or 20 years ago. But I knew the body is going to dissolve, like Apostle Paul said, the body is dissolving. So you have to keep it up. So just don't have in your mind, you really got to do a lot to maintain. If you're doing it to look better for your man, you gonna have a lot of women. They stay in a faja. I have a faja, and I ain't never had no surgery, as you can tell. But the faja, that's one part of the reason why my belly is doing what it's doing. Because when I was working in the hospital, I wore my waist trainer and faja every day, them 12-hour shifts, and it helped my shape. I'm kind of out of shape. I still got a little curve, but I can tell that the faja helps. So you're not gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be wearing the faja to keep, to maintain your figure and everything, as you should. I think people should wear the faja forever if they get the surgery, because I plan on once I get my life together, I'm getting back in my faja, because I'm going back to the gym or whatever. But I love how it helps shape the body. Especially for me, I have a short torso. Some people with a long torso, long waist, pretty waist, y'all jealous. I'm jealous. But some of us that have a short torso, it helps elongate and flatten the tummy. So, y'all, I'm so sorry I got indigestion from those tacos. But yeah, look at it, 18 minutes and 34 seconds. Look at, I'm still running my mouth. Anyway, get at your girl if you're interested, if you got any questions, if you're curious, if y'all want me to do follow up or ask more questions, or post-op cosmetic surgery video in the future, let me know. We rolling over here on Brown Grits. We rolling. Y'all like my Ray-Bans? I put them on so nobody could see me sleeping in the car. Anyway, y'all have a blessed one. I enjoyed your little stay. And please, whatever you do, please treat people right. God bless you. I love you.